So, back in we go. I shouldn't sing on cast. It's bad. So we see Choosy giving the unimpressed face right there. Oh, I forgot to bring up my sponsor sheet. Never mind, I'll do it in between the next games because we're already in this game now and I need to do my overlay. So we see actually a Terran spawning in. Choosy is the Terran in the top right hand corner and he is going to be white. We do not want white writing with white player because that would be ridiculous. So I'll give him that. What am I even doing? He's 1-0 down, isn't he? Yeah, 1-0 down. And TerranBoy spawning as the purple on the left-hand side of the map. So, for anyone who's not quite sure, Choosy now playing Protoss. I'm not quite sure what's going on here, because I had always heard that this map was imbalanced in favour of Terran against Protoss, but I suppose I was wrong. And I suppose Choosy knows something that I don't. Although, of course, in watching these games, I get all the knowledge of the Ancients imparted to me in replay form, which is all very good for me. Just checked my stream chat, didn't see anything untoward happening, didn't see any frame lag or anything, so I'm pretty happy with that. TerranBoy going for something pretty normal so far. Choosy, I don't know if we're going to see some kind of crazy cheese. We are seeing some kind of crazy cheese. My bad for not noticing that a whole bunch sooner. So it's going to be proxy gates from Choosy in the middle of the map, conveniently placed pretty close to TerranBoy's natural, slightly closer than it would have been if TerranBoy had spawned at any of the other positions. So a little bit of luck there for Choosy right away. But yes, that would explain why he went for Protoss, because he wanted to break out the Protoss cheese. Oop, I forgot to turn my StarCraft sound back on. 1 second. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. Double gateway in the middle of the map. So this is not just any kind of pressure stuff. This is designed to kill. You do not go 2 gates just to try and do a little bit of damage. You go, well, unless you're playing some specific matches, but you don't do proxy 2 gate in the middle of the map against Terran if you just want to do a little bit of damage. You want to really try and kill the Terran, or at least do a whole bunch of damage right away. But the scouting SCV going out in the right direction for TerranBoy, and this is a really very good thing for him. Had he gone this way, then that might have cost him really pretty dear. But he's going to scout Choosy first, which is a massive bonus for him right now, as he'll be able to prepare for some kind of cheese accordingly right away. And the first zealot will be popping any second now for Choosy. I don't know if this is a complete wall in. I think it may be. Slightly worried for TerranBoy right now, but I think he probably knows his stuff. Maybe about to lay down another building here. There you go, now it will be a complete wall in. Thought it didn't look right. I thought that was a pretty massive gap, even for kind of Brood War standards. But no problems, it is now a complete wall. Zealot's now being pumped, and any second now he will see exactly what's going to be hitting him. Just putting the damage, mining some minerals at Choosy's base. Mr. TerranBoy really trying to do some crazy stuff there, and this Marine is going to be able to pull back, and this Zealot, oh, it's not Zealot Titan. The Zealot actually manages to make it through and starts hacking away at the poor Marines, and this is a terrible, terrible error by TerranBoy. This is absolutely the last thing you want to do. Both the Marines go down, and the Zealots are just trashing away at the SCVs. They'll be able to take care of these 3 easily, and now you'll be able to easily camp down outside this barracks. An awful, awful error from TerranBoy, letting these Zealots in so easily. This barracks is not going to get up anytime soon either. This is going to cost so much. Oh, another Marine going down, but he's able to drill quite well and take care of those 2 Zealots really well, actually. Really very nice drilling from TerranBoy. So not quite as hideous as it first looked. Oh, but we do see, oh, Choosy trying to get the I think trying to get the prison to keep that Vulture in and kill it with just Zealots, but not quite in time. But pretty pimp little pimp attempt there from Choosy. TerranBoy trying to micro down these Zealots. Oh, but a horrible micro error again with the Vulture. I don't know if that might be because of the high latency or what, but really terrible micro error. And his Vulture, which is really his lifeline in this game right now, goes down so easily just to Zealots alone, which is the last thing you want to happen when you're being proxy 2-gated and you don't even have a Zealot-type wall. So no one but himself to blame for this, TerranBoy. Learn your theory and come back with a proper wall in. Vulture popping out again, and he's got to lift that that factory. Might do well to pull it back here into range of the bunker rather, and that's what he will do. Doing some halfway decent micro now in order to take out these zealots, but he's going to have to lift his barracks as well. TerranBoy also supply blocked, doing something funky here, laying down a barracks in the main base of Choosy, but I don't know how much damage that's going to be able to do, because he is going to get quite rolled quite soon if he's not quite careful, needing to keep this vulture alive in order to have any kind of chance at defeating these zealots. These zealots actually going pretty crazy on the supply depot, but I guess if you can hit it, you should hit it. Slight micro error from TerranBoy with the vulture, but Choosy still hacking away at TerranBoy's stuff. TerranBoy is going to struggle to really build anything. He needs to build supply depots much closer to home. There we go. Still no more vultures out. He'd do well to have 2, I think. He'd do well to have 2. He'd do well to have 5, but he can't have 5. He's got 1, just 1. And that barracks is now going to start producing marines, but that's going to have to be a hefty cock-up from Choosy in order to let that do too much damage, because probes take out marines quite easily. Well, unassisted marines, that is, in small numbers. Probes can just get this around and basically destroy them. The supply depot going down again for TerranBoy, actually taking these marines out of the bunker. He needs to pull them back pretty quickly. He might actually lose 1. Oh, another cheap loss for TerranBoy. He needs to keep the vulture alive, and he doesn't. And the vulture goes down again, just to zealots. And these zealots now have pretty much free reign over the extraneous parts of TerranBoy's base. He's having a go at the factory. He's going to be able to have a go at the barracks. He's taking out supply depots. This is really, really, really horrible. 1 marine produced in the main base of Choosy, but honestly, right now, TerranBoy's stuff is all belong to Choosy. Really very thorough Protoss cheese here from Mr. Choosy in order to get himself back onto an even keel, I would imagine, and barring some absolute crazy out there miracle from TerranBoy in this game, which is not completely impossible, but largely. Where's Goon Range? Is Goon Range done yet? Goon Range is about halfway done. The Marines now making their way and doing a decent bit of damage, but I strongly predict that this bunker won't make it up in time. Choosy will be able to focus down the SCV. He does focus down the SCV, and the Dragoons are doing their magic thing. The Zealots are all taken out, but the Dragoons going in for... Oh no, not quite going for the kill yet, not too well advised, when he can just wait for range. But actually, TerranBoy doing a pretty nice job of taking down Choosy's economy. If he gets out there to the natural, then he can take out a whole lot of probes, but I think it's just that little bit too little too late, because these Dragoons very soon will be able to outrange his bunker. He would do well to take out this pylon, really, to prevent the Dragoon range from coming up, but he's not doing any such thing. He should really be checking for this kind of stuff, but he's not. Dragoons should easily take care of a small number of Marines, and it's going to be GG for TerranBoy. There's nothing he can do anymore. He's lost all his tech buildings. I say tech, it wasn't really tech, it was just a barracks and a factory. So unable to even produce any units. He's going to also probably lose the command center in short order. Not able to produce any more Dragoons, but leaving without the GG. Taking it to 1-all. Choosy coming back into it there.